Carlos, how important do you think it was for Lindor to set the tone the way that he did aggressively in that first inning?
Yeah, I thought it was important, putting the pressure right away. That's the type of game they play. And for us to put pressure on them from the first inning, Lindor gets on and steals that base right away on first pitch. I thought it was big, and, we just continue to put pressure on them. At bat, defensively, obviously, Petey, good game for us today.
Was that something you guys had discussed, being more aggressive? You saw the stolen bases early, Marte drop a couple of bunts down. Was that a conscious decision going into the game today?
Well, it depends on the personnel as part of their game, and if the situation allows it, we're going to play that game. As of late, we haven't had that many opportunities, but today was one of them where we like that pitcher matchup there as far as like the running game. We have couple of situations where Marte decided to lay one down. That's part of his game, So yeah, it was. We know we have to be aggressive, regardless of the situation, regardless of who we're playing. If the situation is there, we're gonna take it.
With the way the week had gone, how much did scoring that run in the first inning allow everybody to breathe?
I mean, look, I know it's been tough for us, but 3 games, and I know it's a big story. But we know who we are, and whether we were going to get down, we're going to continue to put pressure. We're going to control the things that we need to control. So we scored that one there, but I think Peterson going out there and shutting them down was the key for us today. So, I think just putting pressure, but we just played a really good game today.
You guys hadn't pitched in a week, obviously, so you wanted to give him, but was there some hesitance knowing it's probably a doubleheader tomorrow, and you might need him?
Yeah, but look, we didn't get much of a length out of our starters the past 3 days, and the way we've been using that bullpen, Diaz needed a pitch today, and especially on a winning game, and he'll be okay for tomorrow.
Does 7 innings from Peterson feel a little bit bigger given the bullpen situation in the inning?
100%. Not only he gave us 7, it was quality 7 innings. I thought he threw the ball really well. He got strike 1. He stayed on the attack. He was aggressive. I like the tempo, just everything. He was in complete control of that game, and we needed that. So, yeah, it was good for him.
Carlos, Severino, the first game?
We still got to discuss that.
Carlos, as you look to, I guess, kind of learn about some players in these spots, that's the biggest game that Peterson, I would imagine, has pitched thus far. To come through under those circumstances the way that he did, does that give you an extra piece of knowledge about him?
I know what I have, and I don't think he needed to have that type of game. He knows he's good, but for him to go out there, like you say, in a must-win for us today. But I thought the way he controlled the game, his tempo, I don't think there was any type of pressure. Like, he was calm, he was under control, and he kept making pitches. So it's a good sign because he's one of the guys. The reason why we're here in this position is because of our starters. And, Sevi and Manaya had a couple of tough ones, and it was huge for Peterson to step up today and give us a chance.
How will you make the decision between potentially using Severino game 1 versus
how late?
No, how will you make it versus maybe saving him for a wild card series if you don't need that second game?
Yeah, everything's on the table. So I'm gonna go back, talk to Hef, talk to David, talk through it. We can't make that decision right away. We're gonna go back, like I said, and we'll make what's best for us.
How do you feel about going back to Atlanta?
Good. We have a chance. We're right there, and we get to play. And we need one more. So we feel good.
After, it's you've been at 6 months, 7.5, including spring training, for it to all come down to 1 day. What do you even make of that?
I signed up for that any day. Especially with the way we started the year. Before the year, nobody expected us to be in this position, and here we are with a chance to do something special. And that's what we'll do. We'll go back to Atlanta, and we'll get that last one, and we'll go from there.
What kind of relief was that JD double for him?
Look, it's been hard for him, man. It's been hard. He's been grinding, and just to get that one, I'm pretty sure it feels good for him and for the whole team. You could feel the dugout and how the guys were top step right there, right behind him. He's a good hitter, man. He's a good hitter. He's an elite hitter, and this is the time for them to step up, and he did it today.
Well, it feels good to have a chance. How much of a handicap is it to travel back that extra day and then have no time before the playoff?
We'll be up for the challenge. We've been through a lot before, and this is not going to stop us. We can use this as an excuse. We got to go out there, get that game, and then move on. But one day at a time, and we'll be ready to go.
Is Alvarez fine?
Yeah, he was cramping. He was cramping a little bit, and that's why he came out. But he should be fine.
In his back or just?
Just lower half, he said.
How did Lindor look to you compared to the first game of the series?
Really good. He dive head first at second base, and then he scores, and he's diving head first. I'm like, all right. But then for him to go deep, making the plays, just running around the bases, letting it loose from the left side, positive signs.